What is up, people? It has been a while since I have filmed one of these, but thankfully I got a really good one today for you. Really excited about Nick Neely's Alta, California. Boom, boom. This is a 2019 title. I think for fans of Paul Theroux, I used to love to read Paul Theroux's travel books. And of course, Bill Bryson, maybe with not so much like the humor element, although it's funny in places. For fans of Bill Bryson, this book is great. And for those of you who grew up in California and you remember grade school, you learned all about Junipero Serra's missions, and the Portola expedition followed sort of the 650 mile path El Camino Real, where they kind of hugged the coastline, but explored some of the interior there, meeting a lot of the natives and the indigenous tribes of California of the 18th century. Well, Nick Neely here in 2016 took off from San Diego on foot and walked all the way to San Francisco, more or less as best as he could, to recreate the trail and the path forged by the Portola Spaniards. Took him quite a while. It took him about 12 weeks, and he had quite a lot of adventures. This is sort of his love letter to California, he calls it. In an interview, he says, "I guess you could argue the book is a love letter written a good way into a relationship where honesty holds more sway, seems like less of a risk, and is hopefully appreciated. A means, in fact, to deepen that love." Well, for those of you who love California, you love California history, travelogues, books about walking, like Cheryl Strayed's Wild. This is totally for you. It's kind of a mix of natural and human history, sort of his day-to-day life, hiking and doing his best. He goes on sidewalks, trails. I think a few times he's on the beach, through the big cities, of course, cutting through LA. He walks on train tracks. He has to trespass on the private property quite a few times. And what we get is really like a refreshing, slowed down pace. It's not only like the California greens and the beautiful hills and the countryside of San Luis Obispo, but also the California browns, the hills, the color of a cougar, dirty blonde and rosy brown, invasive khaki, coffee with milk, the rusty of umber of California buckwheat, potato skins of the horizon. Lyrical, a lot of fun. Just something to kind of embrace the state we live in and learn a little more. So this week, kind of a truncated mention, Nick Neely's Alta, California.